Hi guys, what's up? I hope you're doing fine. Welcome back to my channel. I literally woke up at 5 in the morning this morning and I couldn't fall back to sleep. So I took the time to have a look at the teasers, the medley. I think that most people were kind of afraid that following the concept it would be a cute concept, which it is a cute concept, but the song, it feels slower and smoother compared to what they had for their previous title tracks. But it feels very CIX like. When you know CIX's discography, you know that they already pulled up songs that go in the same vibe. CIX's discography is has no flows. It's literally, to me, it's perfect. At first I was like, oh, I hope they're not going to lose or put aside their edgy vibes or sound vibes, which they did not, because in terms of the medley, I was like, okay, this is another of their bangers. The title track is different from their previous title tracks, that's for sure. But in terms of the concept and the vibes, I was so thrilled because I love movie theaters, I love cinema. Kind of my childhood dream was to be a film director, so it spoke to me directly, and the retro concept is just something that I particularly enjoy in K-pop during the last, I would say, yeah, I'm not going to wait any longer because I'm rambling. But yeah, just to say, I really love CIX. I love their entire discography. It's a group that is very dear to my heart. Their debut song is probably my favorite debut song ever, and the discography is just so on point. With CIX, you can't expect one mistake. It doesn't happen. That's why I'm so scared each time they have a comeback. I'm like, I really hope. I trust them. I trust the fact that they're well surrounded and that their style is kind of anchored in the CIX name. See what I mean? So if you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. And that being said, let's just react to CIX, then let's go. I'm afraid that it's going to be too cute to handle. I'm oh, I don't know. Yes, the vibe. My heart is beating fast. And you know when you're kind of stressed or anxious? Yes.
Ready and
I could cry, literally. This is why I love them. Can you hear the smoothness? Literally, if I had to describe my my music style with one group, I would say CIX. People, this is a banger. Literally, it's cuter, but it's still them, you know, the style. I'm so proud of them, I cannot. And it stays in your head, and it's so freaking smooth, so you, it's so CIX, I cannot. I'm going to cry, literally. Maybe I should focus on the lyrics too, because that just resonates with me, and it makes me kind of emotional and why am I crying? Oh, I love when BX is singing. It's I don't know why I'm getting so emotional. Oh my man, I cannot. Don't smile, please. This is going to break my heart. Oh yes. Can you hear the sound of this song? It's it breathes their essence. Like, literally, I'm hyping them so hard and I love them so freaking much. Like, this smile, I cannot, man. Like, literally, I'm crying. Like, literally, I'm crying. Like, why? This made me emotional because this is exactly why I like them, you know? And then they kind of like embrace a concept that is really like, this is speaking to me, and CIX is already speaking to me in terms of like their vibes, their smoothness, the type of songs they're making. I don't want to say they're like stuck in one style, but you can recognize a CIX song definitely because the vibe is going to be similar. When you're listening to, like, I would say maybe the debut album or the second album, you're going to have songs that are going to follow this vibe in terms of beat tracks. And that's what I'm saying. You have like an essence, DNA, and it fits them so well and they embrace it so perfectly in terms of like their voice. Like, literally, their voice fits so well together. I got emotional, like, for freaking sake. Like, I got emotional despite the fact that the song isn't emotional. Like, I mean, I have to have a look at the lyrics. I mean, I'm probably going to cry, but we'll see, because speaking about youth chapters, that's kind of like the words that I picked, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to focus too much on the lyrics, otherwise I'm going to be like all tears. And yeah, I was afraid at first that they were going to go another way, and they did not. Yeah, well, anyways, I'm just rambling currently because like my emotions are wrecked. Currently I'm just like keeping up with things, trying to keep up with life, if that makes sense. I don't know why that made me so emotional, but that's just the way it is, I guess. I'm going to have a listen to the full album today, I think, because every time I have a listen to the albums, I'm like, there is never a disappointment. Never. I'm going to like stop filming and like explode in tears. This made me so happy. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And otherwise, I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.